From Sean Payton's ego project to one of the most balanced teams in the AFC, the Denver Broncos have transformed right before our eyes, and somehow, nobody's talking about it. The Broncos went 10-7 last season with a rookie quarterback, and the same defense that led the NFL with 61 sacks is still being overlooked. The league is sleeping on the Denver Broncos, and they're about to get a rude awakening. I've spent the last month breaking down every snap from the Broncos' 2024 season, analyzing their offseason moves, and comparing their trajectory to other emerging contenders. What I found will shock you. Not only are the Broncos poised to challenge the Chiefs in the AFC West, but they might just be the most complete team that nobody's talking about heading into 2025. Before we start, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's dive in. Let's start with the obvious. Bo Nix isn't just good, he's on the verge of becoming great. When the Broncos selected Nix with the 12th overall pick in the 2024 draft, the reaction was mixed at best. Critics pointed to his age, 24 as a rookie, his college transfers, and his perceived ceiling. Those same critics are suspiciously quiet now. All Nix did as a rookie was throw for 3,775 yards, 29 touchdowns, and just 12 interceptions while completing 66.3% of his passes. Those 29 touchdown passes set a Broncos rookie record and ranked second all-time for NFL rookie quarterbacks. He added 430 rushing yards and 4 more scores on the ground, giving Denver the dual-threat quarterback they've lacked since forever. But the raw numbers don't tell the full story. Nix's processing speed and decision-making improved dramatically as the season progressed. In his final 8 games, he threw 18 touchdowns against just 4 interceptions. He set the single-game rookie record for completion percentage, 89.7%, in Week 18. He became the first rookie quarterback in NFL history with multiple games of at least 300 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and a passer rating of at least 140. This wasn't just a good rookie season, it was historic. And the scary part? Year 2 is when quarterbacks typically make their biggest leap. Look at Josh Allen, who went from a 52.8% completion rate as a rookie to 58.8% in year 2, then 69.2% in year 3. Or Jalen Hurts, who transformed from a questionable starter to an MVP candidate in his second full season. The sophomore leap is real, and Nix has all the tools to make it happen. But a quarterback is only as good as the pieces around him, and this is where Denver's offseason moves get interesting. They didn't make the splashy free agent signings that grab headlines. Instead, they focused on smart, targeted additions that complement what they already have. Their 2025 draft class, led by first-round cornerback Jaddy Barron from Texas, addressed specific needs rather than chasing flashy names. Second-round running back R.J. Harvey from UCF gives them a dynamic backfield weapon in a revamped run game. Third-round receiver Pat Bryant adds size, 6 feet 3 inches, to a receiving core that needed it. The Broncos also prioritized extending Courtland Sutton, their top receiver who posted 1,081 yards last season despite missing time. Sutton's presence gives Nix a reliable target who can win contested catches, crucial for a quarterback entering his second season. What's most impressive about Denver's roster construction is the balance. This isn't a team built around a single superstar or one elite unit. They're good everywhere, with the potential to be great in several areas. Let's talk about that defense, because it might be the most underrated unit in the entire NFL. Vance Joseph's group led the league with 61 sacks last season. They ranked first in EPA per dropback allowed. They featured one of the most aggressive fronts in football, blitzing at a high rate while playing man coverage on the back end. At the center of it all is Pat Surtain II, who has quietly established himself as one of the elite cornerbacks in football. Surtain recorded 4 interceptions last season while routinely erasing the opponent's top receiver. His ability to lock down one side of the field allows Joseph to get creative with his pressure packages. The addition of Barron in the first round gives Denver another potential lockdown corner to pair with Surtain. If Barron develops as expected, the Broncos could have the best cornerback tandem in the AFC, a crucial advantage in a conference loaded with elite quarterbacks. Up front, the pass rush remains formidable with Nick Bonitto and Jonathan Cooper coming off breakout seasons. The linebacker core, led by Alex Singleton, is solid if unspectacular. This is a defense without glaring weaknesses, and in today's NFL, that's increasingly rare. But the biggest reason the Broncos are being underestimated is their division. The AFC West has been the Chiefs' personal playground for nearly a decade. Kansas City has won the division 9 straight times, including last year's 15-2 campaign. The Chargers, under new coach Jim Harbaugh, generated far more offseason buzz than Denver, despite finishing just one game ahead of them in the standings. Even the Raiders, who went 4-13 last season, seem to get more media attention than the Broncos. This creates the perfect storm for Denver to sneak up on people. They're good enough to compete with anyone, but they're flying under the radar in a way that removes pressure and builds hunger. It's the ideal position for a young, ascending team. Sean Payton understands this dynamic better than anyone. After the Russell Wilson experiment imploded, Payton has rebuilt his reputation by developing Nix and creating a culture of accountability. He's no longer trying to prove he can win without Drew Brees. He's showing he can build something sustainable from the ground up. Payton's offensive system, which has always featured a strong running game and high percentage throws, fits perfectly with Nix's skill set. The Broncos ran more play action last season than almost any team in the league, and that percentage should increase in 2025 as Nix gets more comfortable. The offensive line, once a glaring weakness, has stabilized under Payton's watch. Garrett Ballins remains a solid left tackle, and the interior improved as last season progressed. With another year of continuity, this unit should take another step forward in 2025. So what should we expect from the Broncos this season? Let's get specific with some predictions. Nix should improve on his rookie numbers, pushing for 4,200 plus yards and 32 to 35 touchdowns with fewer interceptions. His completion percentage should climb above 68%, and his rushing production should remain a valuable weapon, especially in the red zone. The running game with rookie Harvey should be more consistent than last year's attack that produced just 1,908 yards. Expect that number to push 2,200 yards with improved efficiency. Defensively, the pass rush might not hit 61 sacks again, but they should remain in the top 5. Certain should make his 4th Pro Bowl, and Barron could contend for Defensive Rookie of the Year if he adapts quickly to the NFL game. In terms of record, 11-6 feels like the floor for this team if they stay healthy. That might not be enough to dethrone Kansas City, but it would put them firmly in the wildcard mix and potentially set up a playoff run. What makes the Broncos particularly dangerous is their playoff profile. Teams built on defense, running the ball, and efficient quarterback play tend to travel well in January. If Denver can secure a wildcard spot, they have the makeup of a team that could pull an upset or two. The comparison that keeps coming to mind is the 2021/2022 Bengals, a team with a second-year quarterback making a leap, surrounded by solid weapons and an underrated defense. That Bengals team came within a few plays of winning the Super Bowl. While I'm not predicting a Super Bowl appearance for Denver, the blueprint is similar. The biggest obstacle, obviously, is Kansas City. As long as Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are together, the Chiefs will be the team to beat in the AFC West. But the gap is narrowing. If Nix takes the expected second-year leap, if the defense maintains its elite level, and if Payton continues to push the right buttons, Denver has a legitimate shot to end Kansas City's divisional reign. At minimum, they should be in the playoff hunt until the final week. So why is no one talking about them? Part of it is market size. Denver doesn't have the media footprint of New York or Los Angeles. Part of it is recency bias. The Russell Wilson era was such a disaster that many still associate the Broncos with dysfunction. And part of it is the shadow cast by the Chiefs dynasty. But smart NFL observers know better than to sleep on a team with Denver's profile: a proven coach, a promising young quarterback, an elite defense, a balanced roster without glaring weaknesses. These are the ingredients of a contender, whether the national media recognizes it or not. The Broncos won't be sneaking up on opponents for long. By mid-season, if things go as expected, they'll be one of the stories of the NFL. The narrative will shift from what happened to Russell Wilson to how did we miss on Bo Nix, from can Sean Payton still coach, to is Payton building another powerhouse? The league is sleeping on the Denver Broncos, but they're about to get a loud wake-up call. This isn't just a team on the rise, it's a team ready to arrive. The question isn't if they'll be good in 2025, but just how good they can be. If you're still doubting them, just remember, the last time a Broncos team was this overlooked, they ended up hoisting the Lombardi Trophy. History has a funny way of repeating itself in the NFL. What do you think? Are the Broncos legitimate contenders, or am I overrating them? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.